Hi, it's Chris Jenkins with your Carolina Panthers midweek update. And I always like to give you guys some behind the scenes information about what it's like being in the media. And today we all had a little treat in that we're used to being behind the camera, kind of controlling what's going on. But today NFL Films was in the locker room, and it was really weird. A lot of times you'd see some guys with this camera and this big boom mic on us as we're talking to the players. So if you watch NFL Films, look out. Hopefully I made the cut. We never know, all right? But anyway, let's get into the injury report for this week. It's Thursday, so at this point, things that are happening now are kind of a good indicator of what may happen this Sunday as far as guys being active or inactive. Guys that I like to talk about is Curtis Samuel. He's still out, did not participate. Denara Cersei and Trey Turner are both out with concussions, so you can't say for sure count those guys out, but again, by Thursday you kind of get a pretty good feel for who's going to be active. Damiere Byrd also for the second day had limited practice, so he's more 50-50 of a guy that'll be active for this Sunday. Go into the locker room, Christian McCaffrey today. He's been the leading receiver and rusher for this team so far this year. Was asked about how other players have received that. And he said, man, this is a good locker room. All these guys are really supportive of the fact that he's getting these carries and getting these receptions. And he feels like this play, getting that short underneath something, if it's there, why not taking it? It's also a lost play that's a beneficial play for teams. So as long as it's there, it feels like they should keep taking it. And if it keeps working, why stop, right? So I then asked Ron Rivera about his satisfaction with the offense so far. It's only been 2 weeks, but what has he seen that he likes? He really seemed more frustrated that he hasn't had his team at full strength to see. It seems like, to see what they can do. He's had so much shifting around with the offensive line, mentioning Chris Clark that came in midweek. And he said, some of that's even happened on the defensive side, but he feels like most of his, disconcern is that he hasn't had the regulars in there, even with Greg Olsen going out. So maybe something, we'll see as they have this bye week coming up after Cincinnati. Maybe we'll start to see some more wrinkles, some more distributions of the ball. I know Norv Turner has been known to get the ball to whoever's hot, but I think we all want to see a little bit more of the ball distribution around. And he even asked Coach Rivera about DJ Moore and what he's seen from him this week after he's had the touchdown last week. And he said he's seen a little bit more swag, a little bit more confidence. So again, pretty optimistic that those things will continue to get well, and we'll have a good game here this Sunday. Speaking of this Sunday, we will continue to report this week. Hey, any questions that you guys have for players or coaches, please let me know. I always like to say I work for you guys, so let me know and I'll get that on. Also be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll be walking around the stadium Sunday before the game, so be sure to look out for us so we can get you on camera, okay? It's Chris Jenkins for CharlotteVibe.com.